Hello guys and welcome back to my channel for episode number 54 of this Pentagon challenge. We are doing so well with Santos. I cannot believe how well this team has been performing since getting ravaged last season in the European transfer window. Today, we are in the Copa Libertadores, the main competition that we need to win in South America in this save, and we are taking on last season's holders, River Plate. We've already got a decent little lead from the first leg in this competition, but I wanted to bring you guys back for a Copa Libertadores game because you've not seen one so far this save. So, without any further ado, let's get into today's episode. So guys, we are back with Santos, and this is where you were last with me for the 3-0 dismantling of Atleti. We then followed that up with a nice win against Grêmio. We are in the Copa do Brasil semi-final. In the first leg, we took on Palmeiras at home and unfortunately lost 1-0. It was a very close game, but we did lose that one 1-0. Put ourselves at a very big disadvantage going into that second leg, obviously away at Palmeiras. So it's going to be interesting to see if we can overturn that. However, the Brazilian Cup is not what we are in this save for. We are in this save for the Copa Libertadores. The other two results that you would have missed in the Serie A, we beat Atlético Paranaense 1-0, and we also beat Sao Paulo 3-1, which is a massive result for us. That is a big derby game. In terms of the league, before we move any further forward, we are now top. Flamengo and Palmeiras have started to drop points in their last couple of games. If I go over to Palmeiras, as you can see, lost to Internacional, lost in the Copa Libertadores quarter-final to Sao Paulo, and then drew in their last league outing. So as you can see, Palmeiras sort of fallen away a bit. So we're now all level on the amount of games that we've played. We've all played 15. We've won 13 of them. We've drawn one against Corinthians, and we lost one that first game of the season against Flamengo. As you can see, goal difference is ticking up nicely. We are sort of slowly catching up with Flamengo, but the 5 goals conceded by Palmeiras in 15 games is nothing short of sensational. So the league is going pretty well. If we continue to do what we're doing, we will retain our crown. Although that isn't the main goal. I would love to retain the league. I would. However, the main focus, Copa Libertadores, we are taking on River Plate. If I go into the quarterfinals, you can currently see the state of play after the first leg. Sao Paulo currently 2-0 up against Palmeiras. I'd love to see Palmeiras knocked out. That would be fantastic for us. Grêmio are taking on Internacional. It's very Brazilian heavy now we get into this stage of the Copa Libertadores. Grêmio 1, Internacional 1. We are 2-0 up against River Plate, and Flamengo are 2-1 up against Argentinos Juniors. Now, 2 Argentinian sides, 6 Brazilian sides still in the cup. This makes me think all the way back to when we were at Central Espinal that I made the right decision in moving over to, well, I was looking for Brazil or Argentina, and we ended up in Brazil. So I think I definitely made the right decision by jumping ship and moving over to one of these powerhouse countries within South America. In that first game, let me open it up for you. We took the lead pretty early doors with Nathan scoring in the 9th minute. And then Bobadilla added another one just before halftime. We ran out comfortable 2-0 winners. We were the much better side, 17 shots, 10 on target, 2.16 XG. We did very, very well. Restricted River Plate to, hardly any chances in their home leg. Obviously, we have played River Plate twice this season in the Copa Sudamericana, and we beat them in both games there. We beat them 3-0 at home and then 2-1 away. If we can do that again, we will advance into the semi-finals of this cup, the Copa Libertadores. And if we go into the, is it scheduled? No, sorry. If we go here, in terms of the semi-final, guys, we will be taking on the winner of Grêmio and Internacional. So we are on the easier side. You would hope that maybe Palmeiras slip up to Sao Paulo, and then that means one of Sao Paulo or Flamengo will not be in the final. So we have a nice little path should we get the job done against Argentinian side River Plate today. If we look over at River Plate, it looks like they're actually having a really, really bad season. They're only just in the Copa Sudamericana places after 7 games. Having a real ropey season. Hernan Crespo is their manager, not necessarily getting the job done. Beat San Lorenzo, beat Vélez, and then it's been rough since then. obviously including the 2-0 loss to us. It's very interesting to see when their season started, because we've probably already played about 40 games this season, so we are properly clicking and firing on all cylinders. And maybe having this so early on in their season means that the Argentinian side are struggling a little bit. But without any further ado, we will continue to move forward. There are other fixtures going on at the same time, but we don't really care too much about those. There are also fixtures going on in the league at this same time, but again, we don't really mind about those. River Plate play a 4-1-4-1 for the most part. So this is how we are going to counter that, sorry. Ivan is in. Oh, also, one update before we do that. One transfer update. If we go into the transfer history, we have sold... where is he? Where's he gone? Sanilas. He has gone to Barcelona for that agreed £30 million. He is gone. He is now valued at £36 million. Now he's at Barcelona, and is yet to... he's had one substitute appearance, sorry, for Barcelona in their league match. We took that money that we got from Barcelona, and we spent that money on this guy here, Da Silva, as an advanced playmaker. Can also play as a striker. I definitely see him more as an advanced playmaker. So he is listed as a forward, left-footed, likes to round the keeper, likes to play his way out of trouble. It's kind of what I'm looking for. We're training him as an advanced playmaker on that support function. He's either footed. I think he's a very good pickup. Has done pretty well for Atletico since he's been there. And I've just noticed he started life at Anderlecht. How crazy is that? Anyway, this is where we are. We're about to go into this game. It's a big one for us. We need a good result, but we are the home side. So this is the team. Ivan, the Uruguayan right back. I'm not going to try and say his name. Guillen, Lucas Henrique, Wendell, Lopez. Dewey is how I'm going to call this guy. Rodriguez, Molko, Aguirre, and Bobadilla. I'm sorry, guys. I butcher names. I'm sorry. Okay, just you wait till we get to Asia, and then I'm going to make it 10 times worse. So, we've made the changes. We've got the opposition instructions in on River Plate. We have to win. Well, we don't have to win, but I'd like to win. The media have given you a lot of credit recently. Let's go out there and put on a worthy performance. As you can see, my team, apart from 2 players, is entirely new gens now. This far into the save. They've only got a couple in their team. They are relying on real legit players so far. And that might be what is causing them some issues. Anyway, first start into this game. Corner comes in from Wendell. Lucas Enrique heads that one over the bar. We do have that 2-0 advantage. And Palmeiras have scored early against Sao Paulo. Flamengo have scored early against Argentinos Juniors. As we have another corner here. Wendell with the ball in. Enrique again. He's a big lad, that Henrique, but he's yet to hit the target with his headers inside this first 15 minutes. Sao Paulo equalise against Palmeiras. I'd love to see Palmeiras go out. Corner comes in, and this time, third time's a charm. Lucas Enrique gets his header on target, and that's his second one of the season. And we are off to a flyer inside 20 minutes here. We've looked dangerous from that side with Wendell whipping in that near post corner, and to add that one in, nudging it home, is a very, very good return indeed. Can we continue? Can we get a clean sheet? I love a clean sheet in this competition. Ivan has been pretty good since coming back from the Premier League. Hasn't really conceded a great amount of goals. He is still very upset at me because we've not strengthened in the midfield, despite me spending 20 million on a midfielder. So he is upset, but I'm hoping that our performances and the general dynamic of the squad can actually help overturn this. Great run from the right back there. Can he get a cross in? His cross gets blocked. Back to Lopez then. Into Rodriguez. On the edge of the penalty area. Dancing on his man. Back to Lopez. Back to the right back who tries his luck. And it goes sailing over the crossbar on that 20-minute mark. River Plate yet to test our goalkeeper. They've also got an injury now, so they're probably going to be forced into a change as they are about to have a set piece here. Free kick comes into the area. And we get up and we get that one clear. We're going to have a counter-attack here. It's going to be 3v2. If we play this nicely, Lopez goes absolutely blitzing past his man. Goes for the selfish option. Hits it into the goalkeeper. Forces a good save, though. And we have another corner on this right-hand side. Wendell to swing it in again, right with his left foot, sorry. In swinging corner. and River Plate get to clear, and they're counter-attacking themselves. They are being chased down by Molko, who blocks the cross nicely and then gives it away cheaply, but we are able to clear the ball. Bobadilla on the run then. Out to Rodriguez on the right-hand side and makes a move himself, and Rodriguez carelessly running that one out of play. River Plate with the injury, as we have said, they have taken their man off. Palmeiras now go 3-1 up against Sao Paulo. I think that might even be them overturning that first game deficit as we continue to look very strong outfit here. Bobadilla's on the run. Rodriguez, Molko, strike it youngster into the penalty area, and the right back's got a goal. Gaston is in. He scored his third goal of the season. Absolutely unstoppable, it says. We go 4-0 up in this tie. And I wanted to show you this, guys, because obviously River Plate were the Copa Libertadores winners last season. They did beat Palmeiras in the final, and I wanted to show you what a big continental competition is like in South America. Obviously, we are taking on one of the best sides in Argentina, kind of mopping the floor with them at the moment. Molko with the ball then, back to Lopez, out to Gaston on the right-hand side. That's what I'm going to start calling this guy now. Lopez has the ball, driving forward then, into Rodriguez, into Bobadilla, wallop. This guy loves to hammer the ball home, and Bobadilla has made it 2 goals in 3 minutes, sorry. We go 3-0 up before halftime, 5-0 up on the tie. Great work from Lopez here, driving forward. Nice little move into Rodriguez. Bobadilla is away from his defenders, and the goalkeeper's got absolutely no chance against that. Absolutely thunders that one against the back of the net. River Plate, 1 shot in the first half, and it was off target. We have had 10 shots, 6 on target, and scored 3 goals. We are absolutely flying. I am delighted with the performance so far. Keep it up, boys. It's not really a great deal else that we can say other than the fact that we are just doing very well. 4-1 for Palmeiras now. That definitely sees them go through. 4-2. I'm more worried about Palmeiras going out, to be perfectly honest with you. I would love Palmeiras to go out, but Palmeiras versus Flamengo in the other semi-final is going to be very, very interesting indeed, guys. Obviously, remember, we played Grêmio or Internacional, so it's going to be interesting to see who we actually do come up against as Souza fires that free kick over. It's time to make some substitutions. We've got a couple of players who are tired. Let's bring on Hitor. We've got 3 goalkeepers on the bench. Jesus wept. Let's take off this guy and bring on Danilo, and Walter Leonardo can come on this side. I mean, it's no difference, does it? We are comfortably through in this tie and very much looking forward to the semi-final match. Obviously, I'm going to start showing you more of the Copa Libertadores and less of the league action moving forward, because that's the competition we are all here to win. So we come out 3-0 winners. We are absolutely flying. That was my 300th game in Football Management. And we pick up a very, very good win against a decent side in Argentina. I know they're not having a very good season so far, but very happy with how the tie went. You got the job done in the first one. We await this media reaction, and we do move through. Sao Paulo go through on away goals. Wow, that is a massive result for us. Flamengo go through comfortably, 5-2 on aggregate. And we go through. So I'm interested to see when the game is that we will be playing, with the opponents that we will be playing. If we take a look, we're playing the teams that are going to be either 8th or 9th in our division when it rolls around. We just advance a little bit. I kind of want to see when those games are. Let's have a look. Crespo says we didn't deserve anything. Hernan Crespo, by all accounts, looks like a very good manager. I think he's quite good. He's got a nice reputation as well. So if we go into the schedule then, let's see if these fixtures are in here. Yes, they are. So what I'm going to do, guys, is because there's so many games in Brazilian football, what we're going to do, I'm not going to show you the first leg of this tie. I'm going to show you the second leg, which in actuality is 2 months away. Only be a couple of days for you guys, but it'll be 2 months of in-game footage for me as we power through the Serie A. We will have the semi-final cup, the Brazilian Cup semi-final second leg. Maybe we get through, maybe we get into the final. who knows? We are only here now for Copa Libertadores action. We need to win that trophy to allow us to begin the journey away from South America and move on to pastures new and find a new challenge. But that is where I'm going to leave things for today, guys. If you have enjoyed today's episode and you are enjoying this series, don't forget to drop a like on it down below and subscribe to my channel. If you are new around here, if you're picking up this journey now, you're at the right time. You've missed all the dregs of the first couple of seasons. There were some highlights last season, but make sure you do hit that subscribe button. It really does make a big difference to me. We are aiming to increase that sub number as quickly as humanly possible, and I'm hoping that you guys can help me do that. But until next time, guys, take care, and I'll see you very soon.